All right. You guys said this is about give or take an hour long. Let's see. Bet. There's no way it's only an hour long. I feel like that's fake news. I just feel like my Genshin's really quiet. There we go. Okay. It's about an hour and a half. All right, let's go. Let's get into it.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Shut the fuck up, Paimon. You do nothing in our adventure.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Who? Kazushi, thank you for the 10 gifted. Holy shit. Thank you so much.
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
I feel like Catherine's setting us up.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
How much we talking?
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
The fuck up, Paimon. Okay. Oh, is there no direct teleport here?
Into the shadows.
We made it to Vimara Village!
Shut up, Paimon!
We talked to some of the villagers.
Nope, shut up.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned
I need a haircut
in search
so
of
badly,
clues.
it's pissing me off.
But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
The fuck?
Okay, guess you're...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving
that's
you
supposed to
my
mean
answer
short?
to your questions.
What are you calling short, bitch?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
But you
We
don't
just
fucking know his
don't
name?
know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that
Oh,
information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. Specifics aside, then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
What's his fucking name then?
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
He's dead.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway,
Well, how would you know? You don't even know his
without
name.
being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Okay.
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed...
Okay, I wasn't even there, but alright.
Is that
Perfect.
guests I
Cut off
hear?
Paimon.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Nope.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I
okay,
just
you're
can't
old, Grandpa.
remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter
Chat,
how hard
why
I
does it
try
seem
to
like they got
remember,
removed from like the
information just
Irminsul, but
doesn't
like only
come.
their name?
Perhaps my age really has
Why does
caught
nobody
up with
fucking
me
know who
this
they
time.
are?
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
I love how Genshin characters still just fucking rotate and turn and leave. Couldn't
Well,
they still
Trevor,
make this
what do you
shit a bit
think?
more fluid?
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily.
Oh?
More like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Freddy Cougar.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? you're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
Freddy Krueger, not Cougar.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up.
What's up,
I've
Olivier?
been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you.
How do you want me to find
You
this
have to
person?
find
Y'all
him.
don't even know what they look like or who they are, motherfucker.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager?
Nobody cares, Paimon.
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Ready.
Where's this? Where's this mother bitch? Oh.
Is this the place?
Yep.
Nobody asked, Paimon.
I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories.
This is where Ron
We
Swanson
used
buried
to
his
always
gold.
sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such
It's
good
just me.
people.
I
and
feel like the
growing up in the
orphan
village
trope
was
is
so
really
lively.
overdone nowadays.
Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
I
How
was like,
should I
fuck
put
the
it?
orphans. It just seems like everybody's like,
When
you know,
something's
missing their
bothering
parents.
you,
It's like
or
Disney
when
all
you have
over
good
again.
news to share, you always want to talk
You know how like
about it
Disney
with
always
somebody.
has like a missing parent
But
or
for
like
the longest
missing
time,
both their
I didn't
parents,
know who I
right?
could
It's kind of
talk
like
to,
that again.
Or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get you, Tosa. I'm an introvert too.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Yeah. Aether doesn't even know who his parents are. Does Aether and Lumion even have parents, bro?
Aww.
I feel like that's never been asked
Wow, that sounds really nice.
in 4 years of Genshin.
You're quite lucky.
Wait, they do?
When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you
Stella
could
and
say
Kalis are
that
not
to
their
me.
fucking
He
parents.
felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him.
Then why don't you know his
He was
name?
so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him.
You hear that,
no,
chat?
no, none of
If
those
you have
things
someone you like,
matters
you
now.
just gotta confess before they disappear,
really
and
want
you
to
forget
see
their
him
name
again.
and what they look.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh,
Such
right.
as?
I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
What does that mean?
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Yep.
Look at me.
The world of Tavon, nobody's got
Talking
parents.
your ear off and still nothing to show for it.
Except for Yoimiya.
I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together.
Oh, and Jiangling.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it
And
always
Klee.
seemed to
Except
be around
Klee
dusk.
might as well not have a
just
parent,
like
bro.
right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would
Oh, yeah,
still be
Diona.
at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
I have a name, bitch. You've known me for 3.5 years. You still don't say my name, Paimon. Based on what we've learned, this case is not a regular missing persons. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole case.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Isn't that how hilichurls normally act?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Y'all ever, Paimon, y'all ever wonder, maybe he doesn't want to fight. Maybe he just wants to talk. But your dumbass got us fighting him. Now we're gonna murder him. You know?
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Now we just committed murder.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something, that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Okay. Oh.
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yeah, we haven't seen it in a year, but,
Well,
you know, we
I'll
run
leave
into
you
it
all
once
to
in a
it
while.
I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Nobody
It's
asked,
hardly
Paimon.
personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilichurl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Okay.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
We returned to Vimara village to gather intel. Who was able to read that fast, huh?
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
How about the intel?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Yo,
I'm loath
I
to
hope you're not
admit it,
trying to
but
have me read that shit.
He
I
is
can't
also
pronounce
my
that.
kin, my older brother.
Oh,
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
I only know
No
gold.
matter how eroded my
Who the fuck
memory
is
may
everybody
become,
else?
I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait,
Yeah,
some
it's
of those
gonna
names
be like
sound really familiar.
7.7.
Rhindaughter is the one who created
7.4?
Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master.
Oh,
And the one we just learned about,
true.
Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
That's true.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from
Who the fuck is a Vinster
continuing
King?
to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers!
Yeah, that was last
Indeed.
year.
However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan.
That was year 1?
Yet somehow,
Damn, it was
despite
that
failing
long
to
ago
obtain it,
that we did
they've
that fucking
skipped the
Ruin Guard tiller
experimental
shit?
phase and found some other
Holy
way to keep moving
fuck.
forward. There are many signs pointing to
Damn.
that effect.
Then, what should we do?
Time flies.
It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate.
Bro is
From
26?
there, we'll be able to deduce the
Damn.
Abyss Order's true
No, I was
objective.
27, bitch.
Based on the intel
Okay.
I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related
That's crazy.
to the
I
ley
used to
lines
not
in
be
some
30
way.
when we did that
The
quest.
ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
A missing person that doesn't seem to exist? It's Carrie Burt.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out
Curry
to be
Bear,
the key
yeah, it's
to
Curry Bear.
unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Don't tell me what to do, bitch. Why can't I skip this, man? Oh my, shut the
Well,
fuck
let's
up.
go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Holy Jesus, that was annoying. This fucking creature. Paimon is so annoying. Alright, Dinesleaf, let's go.
Dane? Hello, Dane? What?
Dude, even Dainsleif is sick of your voice, Paimon.
Did something happen?
Yeah, he heard your voice.
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Nope.
Oh,
Nobody knows
young
what they look
guy?
like.
early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Kekwe?
Memories of him.
His
maybe-
boyfriend?
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday?
Zombie
Being a
for
nasty
13.
girl
Dream or
sex though.
something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What the hell?
What?
How would you do that?
So this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories
my God, an
into the
implant?
minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too?
Maybe the
Maybe
missing
they
person
never
is
knew
me?
him at all. But why would he do something like that?
I'm in Genshin Impact?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
Bobby
sort of
Bear?
truth?
Okay.
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular
Are you
memory
sure you didn't give it to
was
this
an attempt
person?
to interfere with my mind. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
It's not.
Oh, so you're going to take us to
You
where you
fucked
hid it?
up, Dinesleif. But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place? Pretty sure Dinesleif has already thought about that. He's not stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
My god, I know the script. I'm Himothy. Bro, hid it in a fucking... What the fuck? Random spot near the chasm? What is this?
Ready.
God. I swear, Chlorend E is not as fast as people have been telling me. This shit is slow as fuck.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
This doesn't seem that safe of a place.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm? Oh.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh my god. He's transforming.
Hey, wait up!
What the fuck is that? It's the Pfizer vaccine. True. It's the Pfizer vaccine. Humongous. He had it all along. Dinesleaf is trying to stop COVID in its tracks before it comes to Tabot. What a nice guy. Yeah, this shit looks like Enkanomiya. Ooh, I see some chests.
Oz, reveal thyself!
One with nature.
This may hurt a little.
Into the shadows.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side
Oh,
door.
these aren't chests. What the fuck?
Perhaps
I've
you
been
should try
scammed.
reactivating the mechanism over there.
Oh. Oh my god, I'm grappling like in Wuthering Waves. Ooh, there's a chest here though. Is that the tiller? First tiller? Oh no, it's just a straight up ruin guard. So I'm confused. Dinesleaf hid it in here. Are these just like
I see everything.
defensive mechanisms to defend the fucking thing? But if Dinesleaf owns it, whenever he wants to check up on it, does he just fucking rebeat all these mobs? Like, wouldn't he have a fucking button to just deactivate them all or something? Oh.
Fob, let me do this to you, blower me.
Viewing great, I think we're at 37.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Oh my god. I'm a genius? Boom! First
The door's
try!
open. Let's go.
Puzzle
Our
Master,
destination
baby!
is just up ahead.
Woo! Easy clap. He doubted? Yeah, because nothing happened for a second. It just fucking stood there. So I was like, what the fuck? There's no way that's wrong. Missed a chest? Oh my god. Good catch. Oh, okay. Real. Real. He looked, hey, no, it was real. It wasn't fake. Jesus? Yeah, I bet most of y'all missed that chest.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Hold up, my food's here. Oh, shit. I always order food when I do story quests. Hang on, chat. Gotta chow down, you know? It's like popcorn time.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Oh!
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Hold up!
Oh, it's revealed!
Noted.
LOL? Don't bring the swords to a gunfight,
Just
pussy.
as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
What the fuck, Dainsleif? I
Now
thought
that
you
they're in the
already knew
vicinity,
that.
we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
No wonder Conria fell. This guy was the
Can you
leader
feel that?
of the fucking
There's
guards,
been a
or
disturbance in
whatever,
the ley
okay.
lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Or what?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Yeah, the Abyss Order is putting up 5G phone towers. How could they? These monsters. Dines does have a point, but something still feels off. What am I missing? Yeah, I feel like it's off because I feel like Dainsleif is doing this all on purpose. Because there's no way Dainsleif actually didn't think about this. He's not dumb. There's no way he didn't think the Abyss Order would follow his ass. Or Dainsleif, whatever. Oh my god! The Abyss Princess?
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Goddamn, Lumin looks
You
good.
risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone.
Oh damn, Lumin's a
I know
Giga
you
Chat.
must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Alright, Dainsleif died. Well, guess he's not playable.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of
He just
whack.
dies. Imagine.
We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's
Imagine
going
for
on.
3.5 years they build up Dainsleif and then just kill him. I would give Hoyo so much credit. I'd be like, that shit's funny as fuck.
Hey, look at those silly churls over there.
They seem extremely
Weren't
calm.
they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
It's not death equals good. It would just be so out of left field for no reason that it would just be so funny.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Are they high on apples?
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
That guy does kind of sound like Sunday.
Into the shadows.
Okay, well, I might, you know. Let's at least see if I can kill him, you know?
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
Yeah, don't pretend like you guys didn't try to. Shut up.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Is that Curry Bear? But who is he talking to?
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
What do you know about
now
that?
that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
Nope, turns out
Let's
all these
put the
hilichurls are
situation to the
actually
side
all
for
the
now.
villagers of
Dane
Vimara
said
Village.
this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
What? Motherfuckers want me to run? I wanted to teleport.
Loaded.
Oh, they're alive still. Okay.
Grandpa Amadea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say?
What the
Who
fuck?
would that be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Why do we keep asking the old motherfucker about this stuff? Like, why don't we ask someone young? Like, for all we know, this guy just suddenly had Alzheimer's. You know? Like, we should be asking one of the young people. He's a chief? Motherfucker, he's like 90. Like, literally one day he could just forget everything.
That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope
See?
I'm not worrying
See?
you too much.
Look!
I'm sure it's just my age making me
Literally!
forgetful again.
He literally just forgot.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
Oh, never mind.
Perhaps you
Okay.
should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
That's what I'm saying. Where the fuck? Oh.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really?
Oh?
You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Oh. I think it's this one?
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
Yeah.
Time travel is extremely difficult to perform.
Okay. Never mind.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. If this person only...
Right.
Yeah.
Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time.
Oh, maybe we're in Dinesleaf's memory?
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
It's mine. Hold up, chat. Alright.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
The weakness in the missing person's ability is...
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky isn't changed
Boom,
a bit.
baby!
That
First
must
try!
mean time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake memories. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be
1 in 3
overlap or
chance?
something.
Hey,
People might start
that's
to
still
wonder
pretty
why
low.
they remember doing 2 different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of who... I think it's
Dainsleif
Dainsleif?
had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. The color of the sky. Cohen.
It's a Tosa!
Oh,
Boom!
right. That's exactly what
Back-to-back first
described.
prize? Okay.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
Wait, this person
Time
might be
always
with a
passed
Tosa
by
right
really
now.
Slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely a Tosa's memory.
To the tree!
Yeah, that's where the...
Easy. Chat, it's not pre-watch. Sometimes you're just better, you know? Fuck, I can't teleport in this goddamn story quest. Where are they at? Who the
So,
fuck?
you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share?
Tosa, he doesn't like you.
It's okay if you don't.
Oof.
You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, she's getting rejected.
I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a
His
very
eyes!
happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Who's that? It's Curry Bear.
Oh, right. This version of a Tosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry,
Ooh, a
Atosa.
Tosa
We'll have
cop
to continue this
blocked by
conversation another time.
Traveler.
Another
Ew.
time, huh? Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
And they never met again. Yeah, this is a kind guy who's been missing, but I'm pretty sure it's
It's
Curry
nice
Bear.
to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... Factoring the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of the one person. It's Curry Bear.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. You're Kari Bear Alberich.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Oh my god! Domain expansion? Yo, how the fuck am I supposed to read that? Hey, anyone know what the fuck that says? Someone translated already? It's a message to Atosa? Oh. It says you're smelly and short. The proof of existence. Nope, I don't want to exist. I'm gonna go drown. Oh, just kidding. I thought this was deep. Never mind. Look at the little droplet sounds. Alright, Curry Bear. I'll have a mild, extra large katsu curry. Okay, I only. All right, listen. I didn't ask for spicy.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all, as you well know.
Oh my God, he's a gacha game character.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived.
It's a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carrybert as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
That's definitely not what I asked.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements,
okay, here we go,
I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction.
So who is the Loom?
I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Oh.
The person you see before you now is nothing.
What the fuck is a Loom?
But a remnant.
Oh my God, these fucking zoomers in chat. Loom is like, did you guys actually ever watch like, you know, I'm trying to think of like the most modern thing you could have watched. Oh, Wanted. You guys ever watch Wanted? They had a Loom. I think it was called a Loom of Fate in there too. Wanted, the movie where they bend the bullets, right? Yeah, I think it was called Loom of Fate in there as well. But a Loom is basically what they used in the olden times, you know? People still do use looms for like art and stuff, but not as much anymore. But yeah. No one in this chat watch Wanted? Listen, Loom of Fate Wanted. Look at this. It was a legit thing. The Loom of Fate. Oh my God. But yeah, Wanted is a pretty fun movie if you kind of bored. The message of the Tosa, I apologize for making you know me unwillingly. Still, I don't wish you to forget me. Oof. Unlucky Otosa. They do not use looms for art. It's for weaving thread into fabric, silly. There are people who use looms for art, motherfucker. What are you yapping about, huh?
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Oh my God.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
And? Oh, I turned off auto. I'm like, what the fuck?
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was a source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
So he's like a god of memories!
After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dine's memory were implanted by Carrybert through the half-finished Loom of Fate? That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village.
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
Do you know how much moral you costed that village to fucking constantly post those commissions? You
I
motherfucker.
just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
That village just like could have actually advanced, you know, and like progressed as a town just like tenfold, but just was held back because they just kept spamming commissions.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
It's because he's lonely.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Oh my god.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if
Bro just went fucking Itachi on
piecing together the version of myself that could
on
have been.
Atosa.
One memory at a time.
Y'all know what Itachi did to the girl that liked him? Fucking, he like, Tsukuyomi'd her ass and had her experience the entire life that they could have had together and before, she died.
I know it sounds stupid.
Spoilers?
After all,
motherfuckers, that's like a
my
million
life
years
ended
ago.
a long time ago.
If you haven't watched Naruto yet, fuck you.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness.
Wait, that's fucked up.
Left
You didn't
to mature
know?
in an illusory world of nothingness.
What the hell?
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Kanria back then. Everyone is looking for you.
But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well,
Shut up,
it's not
Bedazzle.
possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. What?
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Oh?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Nani? The Loom of Fate is already completed. That means the Eye of the First Field Tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane? Oh, he's dead.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif.
Fuck.
He's absolutely fine.
Damn it.
The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What the fuck?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess.
He put that shit
He
in
would
his
then
body?
hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh, the memory, you sly bastard!
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
This guy's cheating! So when Dane froze up back then, it was because of false memories were being implanted in his mind. No
That was
wonder.
when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done now that the Loom of Fate is complete.
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Bro, this fucking sunlight.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Oh my god, he's a hilichurl savior!
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me.
He's hilichurl Jesus!
It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
You know what's fucked up? We're gonna just get more daily commissions to kill more hilichurls anyways. Lol. So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Caribert's story? So that was his goal? That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Alright, see ya, Caribert. Oh. Goodbye, hilichurl Jesus.
Huh?
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time.
Oh my god. Are they finally gonna talk? Oh.
Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space
God
will
damn
soon
it.
disappear along with it.
Fucking jobated.
Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Oh?
Well, how about a conversation?
It really took 3.5 years for these two to have a fucking conversation? Holy
The chance
fuck.
to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yeah, it took us 3.5 years to fucking talk. Damn. Okay. Hey, at least we finally talked. Chat, I will say though, my God, like you guys are all in chat being like, ugh, why aren't you playing in JP, bro? This is still 1,000,000 times better than Wuwa was in English. Holy moly. The fucking Yinlin quest yesterday in English was a disaster. That shit was horrible. My God. This is like 1,000,000 times better.
Freeze. Shut up.
Yeah, one of the things that Genshin definitely does right is the voice acting. I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
You killed him!
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
Oh, he's got a crush on
Were it not
her.
for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken.
The heavenly principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
What if they're just
However,
lazy?
The Heavenly Principles,
You know, they could be like me. They could just be like, ah, there they go again.
Just
Fuck.
don't
Can't
know
be
when
asked.
that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the heavenly principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to
What did
taint
Lyra
his
say?
spirit.
Oh, because he's
He brought comfort
saying
to the
incest.
people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Either just ask her, why don't we just leave this planet? You know, just move on.
Ether?
Hand-holding?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Oh my God, he's talking!
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why?
See?
Why can't we continue our journey together?
He literally exactly asked what I said. Aw.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together.
Where the fuck is
You
that?
told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes.
let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Oh my god.
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
What do they say? What do they say there? Well, I mean, if they did kiss each other, they wouldn't remember it, so. Alright, alright. Oh, God, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday.
Oh, she's
They
so
couldn't wake us up
annoying.
no matter how hard they
Bro,
tried, so
you,
they
do you know the
decided to
amount of
just bring
money?
us back
Shut
here.
up! Do you know the amount of money I would pay to just like make like you know what? How good would the game be if instead of traveling with Paimon, like let's just say Paimon was a third sibling that, you know, between me or Aether, Lumin, and Paimon, let's say it was 3 siblings and Paimon was the one, right, that went rogue, and it was just Aether and Lumin traveling together. Holy shit, that would be so much better, because then we'd only receive Paimon once every fucking like year and a half. That would be perfect. We would just never see her. That's a terrible story. Oh yeah, sure, but like, you know, it would mean we'd never run into her.
He didn't say anything though. Just made
Oh,
sure that you were
God.
alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a
Does
lot
no one
on his
seriously
mind,
like
but
Paimon?
That's
Like,
game for ya.
I mean, her existence exists just to purely like recap things for people who forget, which like is useful here and there. It's just like, I don't mind her JP dub. Her English dub is a little, it's a little annoying.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Just wait, was mascot? Yeah, Wuthering Waves like
Really?
sneak peek
What
their
is
mascot
that?
as well. We'll see what that looks like. Now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to.
What happened after that?
Huh, I can't seem to remember. Almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventure. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Nice, thank God. Like, I thought for a second Curry Bear was gonna leave him to just spend Mora infinitely for all
Curry
time.
Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Are we at least gonna run into Dainsleif?
Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
So what's the point of this story? So meaningless? I think it's setting up, like, it's getting the ball rolling, you know, to be like, oh, the heavenly principles are gonna be waking up soon, you know? It's like setting up the next conflict, I think. That's just me. I mean, yeah, for sure, I could see it setting up the anime as well, or at least, like, you know, giving the player base a little, you know, a tease of, like, Lumion and Aether together just to, like, get them excited for the anime as well. I think the main point is to show that the heavenly principles are going to be waking up soon. So, yeah. I think it's all set up. I mean, I don't know why you guys are surprised it's set up. It's a fucking, it's like, what are we on, 4.7? Like, you know? Like, did you guys think a major fucking plot, like, humongous cliffhanger was going to exist at this point? Like, no, we're about to go into another nation. And it's gonna be just set up.
How's
you know?
it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just...
What story
can't
takes
believe I
4 years
forgot
to set up? Are
something
you
so
trolling? Are you
important.
fucking stupid? I'm not talking about the whole story. I'm talking about the next arc in the story, you Neanderthal. Holy shit. Are you someone who watches a fucking shonen anime and been like, oh my god, I can't believe they're setting up the next arc. It's been 4 years of Naruto. What are they doing? Like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, are you stupid, Aurelia? Holy shit, you took all your fucking IQ points, put it into only being good at League, and fucking threw the rest out the window because you're stupid. A fucking law. So did you think Harry Potter by the 6th book was still setting up a fucking next arc? And you were like, what the fuck, man? Can they just kill Voldemort already? What's going on? Like, are you stupid? A long story is gonna constantly need setup for the next arc, for the next arc, for the next arc. That's how a fucking long story works. I swear to God, your brain only understands a 30-minute League of Legends game. It's like, okay, we got Dragon, we got third Dragon, okay, we got Elder, now we win. That's how a story should be, right? Fucking average League of Legends player brain.
He always seemed to
Actual
appear out of
stupid,
nowhere,
bro.
and
What
now
are you saying?
He left
Holy
just as
moly.
quickly.
It makes no sense.
If Kari Bear wants
Like,
me to forget about
do you
the
need
time
more
we spent
examples?
together, then
I feel like the Harry
I'm
Potter
willing to
example is
try.
pretty fucking good here. Like, name any other long-winded story that goes years and years that doesn't fucking continue to have setup for the next arcs. That's just how long stories work, you idiot. Holy moly.
I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade.
I don't know. I feel like if I was watching Naruto to get his QB chakra mode for 4 years, I would stop watching it. Motherfucker, it did basically take him 5 million fucking years to get to that point. What are you talking about? Did you watch from base Naruto? It didn't take that long. What are you saying? Are you stupid? Holy fuck, what is he saying, chat? Did he think he started watching Shippuden and Naruto just immediately fucking full chakra cloak? It's like, oh yeah, it's me. Like, no! What? Even if he started from Shippuden, it still took multiple arcs. What are you saying? It's fucking mind-blowing. What the fuck? Did you watch Naruto at all? Did you watch any story? What are you saying? Holy moly. It makes no sense. There's no way. Yeah, stop typing fishing as if... Okay, yeah, Motherfucker gets called out and starts typing fishing. Good one. Yeah, whatever. Now it's fishing after you get shit on, Good one. Yep, yeah, average Schwabbit chatter. Fucking have a
Okay,
terrible
I'll
take,
admit,
get roasted,
I'm
and then
just
be like,
putting
oh,
on a
I was
brave
just
face.
fishing.
I was dumped, wasn't I?
So defensive for a
Otherwise, why
barely
would he
above
just
average story?
leave like
No, don't
that
get me
without
wrong.
saying
I think the
goodbye?
story is 1,000,000% setup for anime. I think the story is 1,000,000 setup for the fucking next region, Natland. I don't think it's anything crazy. Like, if anything, I feel like they were like the smallest lore drops out of all the fucking interlude, like Archon Quest yet. Like, I feel like this is like the weakest one by far, you know? But it's not dog shit, you know? It still serves its purpose, right? I don't think it's dog shit.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said.
No, I agree. It was
It's
weak.
the things we overcome
You know,
that make
like
life
the
more
things said in
precious.
here, pretty much almost everything said in here, we already know. That's why I'm saying it's weak. It's like the weakest of all the Dinesleaf quests. I think it's very fucking apparent, right? Like, let's be honest. Was anything here in this Dainsleif quest revealed that, like, most of us didn't already know? I mean, sure, yeah, I didn't know some of the sinners' fucking names. Yeah, but I'm a lore skipper, so come on, like, that's natural. But, like, for the most part, the heavenly principles being asleep, they're potentially going to be waking up in the future, you know, stuff like that, you know, the Luma Fate shit. Like, this is all, like, already, like, known quantities. Like, nothing crazy dropped here. Unless right now, Dainsleif's about to pop up and been like, oh my god, I fucking fought Lumion and boom, I got her pennies. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, you know, if Dainsleif just came up and did something like that, sure. But, like, I doubt something like that's gonna happen, you know?
You know, if he has a heart, maybe
this is the first time we heard of the sinners and their role in the disaster?
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
I mean, I suppose.
I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with
the
something,
only thing Dainsleif really said about the role in the disaster was that the lack of doing anything. It's not like they really... Yeah. I mean, it just sounded like what he said is that they just didn't do anything and just let it happen rather than actually took part in the disaster. Unless I'm missing something. Isn't that what they said? We never knew any of that? No, I mean, sure, we never knew any of that, but is that, like, I don't know. For me, that part is, like, not that pertinent. Like, I'm not crazy about that part. Dane having a brother. Oh yeah, Dane, that part was kind of interesting, but, like, until we really figure out, like, what roles those entities currently have within the current quest, I don't really know how important that really is.
Well,
right?
that should be it, right?
Like, let's be honest. The last time gold has been, like, any fucking meaningful fucking subject in this story was, like, 1.6 with Dragonspine. And that's, like, borderline 3 years ago, you know? Like, I don't really know, like, what a lot of these sinners are, like... Even with Skirk's master, like, we just saw Skirk. We didn't really... 1.6? When the fuck was it? Dragonspine was 1.1? Even worse! You know? And even with Skirk's master, we, like, just know them by name. We don't even really know what they're fucking up to. Like, all these big sinner names, like, sure, we now, like, know all their names and know their part, but, like, we don't fucking know what the fuck they're doing now, you know?
Oh, right! Weren't you about to
It was
tell Paimon
1.2.
what happened after
Okay.
your conversation with Curry Bear?
Exactly. We still don't know what the fuck's going on with Albedo after all this time. It's just like, there's just, I don't know. A lot of just lore drops, but nothing really big substantial going on yet. Oh, what the hell? That's a nice picture. Why would they tell you what they're doing that's spoiling? No, they don't need to tell you, right? But, like, I want some point in the quest to ever just give us any tidbit, right? Like, every instance of any of those 5 sinners, we haven't really gotten anything really as to what the fuck they're doing, you know? Or any of their motives. I don't know. Look at the tree fob. Is it this one? What am I looking at? Which... Oh! Aww! Oh my god. He did exist. Oh! Yeah, like I said, I think the story was, like, it was alright. It wasn't, like, absolute dog shit. It was more so, I think the story was more so just like, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like this story quest just felt like fan service, not so much like an actual good story quest. So, yeah, it was kind of meh. It felt more like a fan service / lore drop story, which, I mean, you could argue most of Dainsleif quests are lore drops, but not bad. Not bad. It was alright. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's better than Yinlin's quest though. So I thought Yinlin's quest was so fucking. I mean, I don't know. You know, was Yinlin's Quest actually as bad as I think it was, or was it just that the English voice acting was just so dog shit? I can't tell, man. I think this quest was better than Yinlin's. I think Yinlin's was so fucking generic, so cliche. Obviously this one was like nothing crazy. It's a classic fucking everything that happens here we're gonna forget it type of shit, you know? Like there's some cliche shit in here too, but yeah. Yinlin Quest plot is awful. Yeah, it was kind of whatever. How much you like this quest is directly proportional to how invested you are in the lore. You just don't know lore? I mean, sure, I don't know lore, but I still like the main story quest. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, are you trying to tell me then, so you're trying to tell me if someone just plays main storyline quests and Archon quests that they can't enjoy the story, but isn't that a fault of the game? Like, I feel like the game should make it so if someone only consumes main story quests, it should still provide enough. No? That's just me. It does provide enough? Yeah, I mean, I was fine with the story quest. I didn't think it was ass. I thought it was it was mid. But like, it wasn't anything crazy. Didn't you still enjoy it though? Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't bad, like I said. Point is, if you're invested in the lore, you will like it more. I mean, I am invested in the fact that I want to see Aether and Lumine, like, you know, actually get together and figure out what the fuck the Heavenly Principle shit is happening, you know, all this shit. You know, I am invested in that, but like, what more am I supposed to be invested in? Like, do I have to be like, okay, well, all right, so we have 5 sinners. Okay, we got this one, that one, that one. Okay, this one's Dainsler's brother. Okay, this one is, okay, that one's gold that's connected to Delbedo. Okay, this is Skirk's mat. Like, okay, like, do I have to be like that to be, like, invested? Like, you know? Curry Bear died just for you to say this quest was mid? I mean... It's like saying Elden Ring story is shit without reading any of the lore. Not saying you can't enjoy it, just that it enhances it a lot. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I still enjoy Genshin story quest, you know? I'm sure if I, like, went and watched every Ashikai video on every fucking lore tidbit, I'd probably enjoy it a bit more, but I'm not, like, invested to that degree, you know? How will Kuro Games make me invested in its story? I don't know. I mean, we'll probably see. I think with the next 1.1, we'll probably... I'm thinking we, like, probably get a bit more acquainted with whatever the fuck happened in the past with, fucking, what's his name? As well as, you know? I don't know. We'll see. I feel like Wuthering Waves is a bit too early to fucking tell how good the story will eventually be. I think they also need to figure out their shit with the English voice acting, because my god. Holy moly. I am so glad. I'm so glad I did most of the Wuwa main story quest in JP, because that was an experience. I thought that was quite possibly the worst voice acting in any video game I've ever played. And I played quite a bit, man. Like, that was bad. The writing is too bad, not only the VAs. Yeah, the writing is kind of meh, too. I pointed out a bunch of, like, just lines that just felt so wrong or just, like, robotic in the Yinlin story quest as well. Like, the issue with, I think, a lot of the lines in Wuwa right now is that it feels very much like what a non-English speaker thinks English speakers, like, talk. Yeah, you guys ever go to, like, a school, a foreign school where they teach English to the kids, right? When I was growing up, right, I went to Korea for middle school after I already grew up in America, right? So I already knew English, and the way they teach English over there is just so robotic. Like, they teach you like you're an android, and the way they speak English ends up it's the result of that type of teaching. And I feel like it's the same way with some of the dialogue, English dialogue in Wuwa, where it just seems like it's clear not a non-native is translating this. And it's just, you know, it's just an idea of what they think English speakers must talk like. And it's just not right, you know? To be very Genshin had 3 years of voice acting and writing. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to say Like, I don't want to get to the point where I'm trying to say Genshin's writing's that much better. Like, but like, the thing is, Genshin's writing is ass in terms of like some of the plot, right? And some of the Archon quests are real fucking stupid. But like, it's never been like, I never criticized Genshin's writing when it come to like actual just like line delivery, right? Like for the most part, most of my issues with the writing is usually plot related, not so much actually delivery related. But the issues with Wua right now is like plot plus delivery. Like the lines feel robotic, the voice acting feels robotic, the plot is ass. Like it's just, this is a while to go, you know. But Fob, no, with the introduction of the 5 sinners, doesn't that make the story more interesting? Oh yeah, but like, it's like how my point with the 5 sinners, right, is sure we've already known some of the sinners. Sure, we didn't know they were sinners before and know how they were like involved with Conria's fall, but like we knew some of them existed. But like it's still like, okay, great, now we know more of them. But how is that pertinent to the main story? How are they going to get, you know, involved, right? It's kind of like with the Hexen Circle, right? Like, you know, there's all these witches, right? Like Alice and stuff, but like, how are they gonna, like, when are we gonna start seeing all these names, all these parties start to get involved, right? And I feel like, right, we are borderline about to be 4 years into the story, like, you know, let's start cooking some, you know, big movements going on here, right? I don't know. I feel like Genshin at this point has so many different parties and like individuals and groups that have their own motives. Like I now kind of want to see like more than just the Abyss Order and the Fatui. I want to see like what the other groups and what their motives are. And it's just like we've only been getting tidbits still after 4 years, you know? The witch was in the Fontaine quest? Yeah, but like, again, they're just like, they're like ever so slightly, you know? It's just like, we never really figure out what's going on, you know? Yeah, I want them to start tying stuff together, you know? That's just what I want. Dainsleif's brother being the reason behind the founding of the Abyss Order I deem as important? Oh yeah, for sure. What about the Nikke story? I skipped too much of it. Honestly, like, I only keep up with Nikke's event stories. We're never gonna see anything. It costs more money to show things on screen. I mean, we'll see, right? There's a very good chance that we do start seeing a lot of these groups mentioned specifically in the anime, because as I understand it, the anime is a prequel, right? I think? Or maybe something of the sort? I forget. What is the anime entirely? We don't know yet? Yeah, maybe we don't know exactly, but, maybe we'll see more of like some of these different parties and what they're up to within the anime itself. I think the biggest takeaway from this quest, more than like the sinners and all that, because I feel like most of those are like more deep lore drops, I think it is that the heavenly principles are probably waking up soon, right? I think that's probably the biggest lore drop to take away. And that might set up for like whatever happens in Natland to be a lot more like violent than it would have been in previous regions. I mean, it would be fitting, right? Because it is literally the nation of war. So it would be fitting, but we'll see. This guy thinks there's an anime? Yeah, I know there's an anime. Are you up to watch some lore vids right now? Nah. 3 hours of Genshin is enough for me. You could have heard Lumin say Oni-chan if you had it in JP. I actually like Lumin's English voice actress, so I don't mind it. Like, sure, I like Aoi Yuki, but like, I like Lumin's English voice actress.
Everything is scattered around the world. I get it, you have to explore, but it's so fragmented sometimes in the most minuscule things, like the old book in that random corner in another dimension, but when you found it, it's just text. It's tell don't show. It's frustrating tbh. Subsequently you can't enjoy to the fullest BCS you don't know lore, but that just my...
I guess, but here's my opinion. Although I can't really liken it to Genshin because I don't do it for Genshin, but for me, like when I play Souls-likes or Dark Souls or Souls-likes like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, like I am not the one that goes in game and looks for all these things and lore tidbits and reads everything, but I sure as hell am queuing up that 5-hour video and watching that shit off the game. But like for Genshin, I've yet to really do that, and I don't know why. I think it is because these Souls-like games give you literally no story. borderline that it makes you more interested, whereas like Genshin gives you just enough where you have an idea of what's going on. So like you're like, do I really care about looking a little bit more, you know? I don't know. Enough is enough. Marbles, or I really mad. You can tell your chat doesn't read books at all. Explain Elden Ring lore right now. Elden Ring lore is fucking hard as fuck to explain. At least like the tidbits I've listened to, right? It's like fucking, what's his name? The fucker that got assassinated, and then fucking that whole shit happened, and then America and fucking whatchamacallit, it's just, yeah, Godwin, you know, and then like the Elden Ring lore is not, I like have it figured out, but not entirely figured out, because I've watched like very fragmented videos. I need to watch like a full Elden Ring lore video. Just spouted names. It's like, I don't know. It's fucking hard to explain. It's like some fucking, it's like Godwin with like true death shit. It's fucking all the different, fucking, well, they're not like deities, but like they're like, I don't fucking know what the word in Elden Ring is. It's been so long. What are they called in Elden Ring? Demigods? Yeah, demigods, right? I don't know how to explain it all. I haven't consumed enough of the lore videos. Yapping nonsense to look cool? What do you mean? I know the tidbits. If people ask me like precise questions, I could kind of answer them, but like I can't give a beginning to end like
then your
timeline,
sword may as well be in its scabbard, because you will not wield it effectively against your foe.
Ling Yang kills the Heavenly Principles roar. What the fuck? Billion-dollar company too busy collabing with museums and Discovery Channel to ever expand and elaborate the story in a visual sense to that extent? Maybe. But the reason Soul's lore is different is that it has gaps you need to fill in, not many definitive answers. When Genshin and HSR is piecing together pieces of the puzzle as the time goes on with more reveals. Yeah, I guess that's probably the best explanation. Check this. Cat with Blue Hat has a full movie/show now on live explaining every single cinematic. It has been 8 hours already, and we are just on Sumeru. What the fuck?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times?
Interesting. Damn. You really enjoyed Homecoming Back Third lore, right? I don't know it well enough, but like from the tidbits I've seen, I kind of liked it. Me, when they took away your likes. What is this? Okay, bro, what the hell? Why is bro using fucking you and me and her picture?